Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucid, and we're playing Middle-Aged Man, both in real life and in Dominions. So, yeah, let's jump into this. Okay. This expansion, I believe this is the throne. Yep. Looks like everybody's getting adequately blessed. Yeah, them blessing themselves is actually a good sign. It means they probably got pretty much everybody here blessed. Yeah. We might have missed like one of the cav. God, they just blow these guys up. We're probably in the 3-star range now for a lot of these. Well, not yet. Not yet. Oh, Shadow Blast coming out. That's a pretty strong spell. Looks like we got a runner. I believe these are running individually, so that's a new thing in Dominion 6. We also had somebody lose their mount, or get knocked off their mount. This is the rider, and this is the mount. And my understanding is that if they both survive combat, I'm not sure if one retreats, but they should get remounted. We'll see if the mount gets off. It looks like the mount might. Yeah. So if we look at it, we Knights of Avalon. Okay, one additional unit lost their mount, and so let's see if we have 17 or 18 guys in this army. Wait, what? Oh, there was some retreating too. 2 made it back to friendly territory. Okay, so they're here. So there's 17 total. Okay, yeah. So we lost one, basically. I really don't love the mechanic with how all this works, but actually I should bring this guy over here and join these guys up. And then we probably should have this guy. So we got the Throne of Misfortune. And it is going to give us Misfortune 1 if we take it. Spread 2 Dominion spread 2 candles, and then give us 4 pearls a turn. 4 pearls a turn is a lot. I don't know if I'm ready to give up a Misfortune scale. But 4 is a lot. That's almost doubling our gym income. I think it might be worth claiming. I think it's worth claiming. We're going to go ahead and up the PD here to 11. And we might actually keep this guy here and start a fort, I think. So we'll probably move the profit back. We're going to take this out this turn. I have the profit coming here with the troops that ran to join up, but we'll probably move the profit back and claim this. I think if you're a big nation, the Misfortune is not. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because the number of events you get doesn't scale as much. It's probably worth it. 4 pearls is pretty huge. But it's barely worth it, I think. Yeah. These thrones where you get bad scales, I'm not a huge fan of. Especially, I feel like the luck scale, I really don't like taking. Like, if I'm already dumping Misfortune, whatever, or if I'm a free spawn nation, whatever, but I don't know. I really don't like dumping it if I don't have to. We had a second battle as well. I think this one's pretty easy. This is the lizards. And the lizards, again, are very soft, but very killy. But we just kill them all in the first round. So they don't get a chance to poke any of our horsies. So that's nice. And we have now opened up access to the cave yet again. And we've got cavemen here, and cavemen are really good. But they're also very soft. And we have enough attack, I think, that we'll just blow. I think we'll just rout them in the first go. These could be famous last words. We don't have dark vision, so we're going to get a 3 stat point penalty, which is going to be bad. I think we'll be okay. And it would be really nice to get underground. And there's a lot of gold represented down here. So I would really like to get into it. Cavemen are really tough for us. My guess is we lose like 6 guys. But I still think it's worth it to get underground. I mean, this alone is 90 income a turn. So, and we don't, it's not like, this would get a little easier if we brought a big stack of longbowmen. But aside from that, I mean, generally a lot of things underground are going to be okay, like, or might be a bit better with a good number of longbowmen. But yeah, so overall, we need to go ahead and probably send out some more diplomacy messages. We want to get naps with everybody who's not Pangea. I think we got some answers coming back that were not favorable for us, but hopefully they'll be more receptive to future diplomatic envoys, because our goal is basically, this group, ideally, these people coming here are going to finish, like these guys we might never see them again for the purpose of the war with Pangea. But hopefully we can get enough guys here, rally them up with this army, and then come over here and take Pangea's capital. Shinuyama is in their cap, or their cap circle, which is kind of interesting. The AI, somebody suggested this, and I don't know how hard it would be to do, but it would be really nice if the AI prioritized things, like where it expanded to based on how close it was to the capital, just kind of to mimic players. It also is going to make the AI better, because like this stuff is really hard for the AI to defend compared to like things around forts, just kind of how that works. And you get it's also just really janky expansion. If you're playing single player, you kind of just need to let go of like the multiplayer norms of this is my area, this is yours, and just kind of take stuff like we're doing up here. We're taking Asphodel stuff because they're going to take weird stuff of yours. So you can kind of just like let go of that. But yeah, Palisade coming up here. We got some more people researching. We got one guy preaching, because I want to get up to 3 candles here so we can have 3 of these guys researching. But yeah, so I think that's it. Let's go ahead and hit enter and see what happens. I am actually worried. I'm legit worried about the cavemen. They have no armor, and with the charge bonus, we have a very good chance to we're bringing enough. We have a big, long line. We have a good chance to just blow them up, which is what I'm hoping happens. But we're a little low on priests. So, who knows how many will actually get blessed. Anyway, let's see what happens. And like magic, the turn is done. I love this being able to pause it for you guys so you don't have to wait for the turn to calculate. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of these guys blessed. Yeah. How many do you think we lost? I bet you we lost 3. That's my guess. None! Wow. I'm shocked. It was only 50, not 60. Or 48. I guess with commanders it's 50. Ooh, a big old tree. Look at that anime tree. God, these knights are pretty good. Brave deeds. What did we get? Iron Will. Okay. Man. Shiniyama's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at score graphs. We haven't looked at that yet. Okay, we're number 1. Ashdod's number 2. Then Zabalba, and then there's a fair number of people kind of in the middle. Income, Ashdod's ahead of us. It means Ashdod has really good lands. We know they got those 2 large provinces north of us. Gym income... What the hell was that? Was that like an event or something? And what is that? I get maybe events show up on this now. I didn't think it used to. Blood income, we're number 1. I love that. And that would show if people were actually blood hunting too. It's not just a thing. Okay, we're going to get the Throne of Misfortune here. And I think we're going to go make our way down here to get ready for Pan. For the rest of this, Machaka is not looking very friendly with us. Let's go ahead and do a bit more PD here. We'll do 21. Let this guy research. They could attack me with an army of 300. In a multiplayer game, this would mean you're getting attacked if you see this on your border. It may mean that here as well. Hopefully they don't attack us. In a multiplayer game, I'd probably do more. At least 30. I wonder if we could, it would be kind of nice. Well, we need these guys to go kill Pangea. While we're waiting, it might be worth it to go ahead and just bring this guy down here, hold an attack. Maybe we'll put him here, like attack closest. And then these guys are just going to get lit up with Blessing. That could make the difference in holding this if Machaka chooses to attack us. I think it's a low chance they do, but it's definitely not a 0 chance. We don't have a non-aggression pact with them. Do we? No. So, because of that, I don't really want to risk it. Okay, we want to go ahead and build a temple here as well. And I think we're going to send this guy here because we're moving one of the monks out. I think we've got a lab coming up here, so we're going to be able to have another monk here. I'm also thinking since we've joined up these armies, I can now have this guy... have this guy come back to our cap. And fortunately, he can make it. These guys move so far. 24 map move is crazy. Extraordinary agility. What does this guy have? Heroic toughness. Pog. Does that work on... Oh, it doesn't work on the mount. That's interesting. I should probably mention that to Illwinter. I feel like it should apply to the mount. Maybe not. Okay, anyway. Underground, we've got some options. Bakemono, Pale Ones, and Shades and Shade Beasts. I think we would kill all of these. I think I'm inclined to come up and then come back down. So I think that's what we're going to do. And the Bakemono are also going to be really easy. Do double line here to get a little bit more blessing efficiency. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. Holding attack closest, we'll hit these guys up. For the Bakemono, it's not nearly as much about like an alpha strike as much. We really, in this fight, wanted this really long line because we needed in the fight really, really, really fast because these guys are going to kill us in melee, and we want to get all the lance charges off we could. So that's why we want the really long line. And even still, we didn't get great contact. Like, these guys haven't used their lance charge yet. So, you kind of can do that a little bit better with like attack rear. With attack rear, they're not going to bunch up as much, but then you also risk kind of having a disjointed attack where some are running at the back and the others are trying to kill the cavemen in the front. So, okay, we can turn this on. And we're getting another crone this turn. I don't think it's worth having the nature glamour ones. It's a glamour random. I don't think it's really worth having them out site search. We'll have her, hit the books here in the lab. If we get any of the other cross paths, those are the ones we're really going to prioritize site searching. We're going to be getting our first Ligorian wise man as well. And a very good chance we send him out site searching as well. So that's basically it for this turn. We really want some peace with some of our neighbors here. So hopefully they get back to us. And then once we get a bit more peace, we'll declare war on Pan. I don't want to declare... We're probably going to fight the first person who declares war on us if we don't do it, and we'll leave Pan be. I don't want to fight without non-aggression pacts, because having 2 or 3 AIs attack me would be really bad. And if there's a chance that Pangea, with how the RNG would play out, would have been peaceful with us, but 2 other AIs are committed to killing us, I don't want to attack Pan and get ourselves in a 3v1. So anyway, that's that. We can make a few more of these longbowmen here. And I'm really looking forward to getting more forts up and really slamming the longbowmen. These are a really nice unit. Decent defense even, right? A reasonably good weapon. They don't have a ton of protection, but These longbows are pretty solid. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how an army does once we get like 300 of these. But to do that, we're going to need forts, and we don't have them yet. This also is a super high population province. Maybe we send this guy over here and start working on yet another fort. Or maybe we temple it and then do a fort later. Lots of options. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, maybe I undo it. Maybe we don't fort this temple, this throne, since I don't really care about having it activated that much. But I think we're going to go ahead and fort it. What is this one? Man, these are both really good provinces here and here. Okay. And I think we've got a decent chance of this working out here. Who do we have a non-aggression pact with again? It's Ashdod of all nations. Okay. Nabal we really want. Shinuyama we really want. Machaka we're basically everybody. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead. We can probably patrol with this guy too. Just in case there's scouts or something in our capital. Okay. We have gotten a non-aggression pact with Naba. We've gotten a non-aggression pact with Shinuyama. We have not gotten one yet with Machaka. It looks like you can sort of bully the AI. Like, I wonder if it's just random every time. It would be, I think, I don't know how it's coded. I think it would be interesting. Even if it, like, if they don't want to have them looking too much at, you know, like if they don't want the AI to think too much because it's too hard to code about like how they're going to make peace with you or not, it'd be interesting if there was just like a hidden random variable that went through like Brownian motion up and down that was just like how likely they wanted to make peace with you. And then maybe every time you sent it, there was an additional just totally random variable added to that. But that way, like some nations just kind of didn't want to make non-aggression pacts with you. But then maybe like 10 turns later, they would because of the Brownian motion. You know, we're just like drifting up or drifting down randomly. But what that would do is it would make it where if you just pepper somebody that doesn't really care for you that much with non-aggression pacts, they wouldn't like eventually accept. Because that's kind of the feeling I've gotten is if you just pepper, if you ask them enough, eventually they'll say yes. We might could have split this army too last turn. We had another commander down here. That probably would have been the better move to do. And it had a crippled unit die. The fuck? Maybe we have to keep an eye out for that. Oh no, there's another... Uh-oh. Well, there's another entrance over here. This is huge, though. We want these Zots real fucking bad, right? This is death access for us, so this is huge. So let's come over here and get that. We furthermore need to box these guys again because bats are going to jump on us, and we want these guys right in the middle. Okay, so that's fine. We want to, if we can, go ahead and get a mage to go ahead and come in here. Actually, I'm going to just send the mage straight here. And we don't have to think about it again. Because we want to get the Zot production going and get death sites searched. That would be really nice for us. We're going to go ahead and research here. Palisade's still working on coming up. Here we've got 3 candles, which means we can have 3 of these guys researching. It also means this preach isn't going to do anything anymore. So we'll take this guy who was preaching. There's now nothing for him to do. We're going to have this guy come over here as well. So this is an air-earth crosspath. This is like perfect for us to site search with. So we're going to put this guy on auto site search and we're going to script him to retreat. This is really good for us. If we get, by the way, Pangea, we need Machaka to nap us. Once Machaka naps us, we're going on Pangea. So we're going to go ahead and propose again. Hopefully it doesn't piss them off too much. Okay, I think I've sent it. By the way, from that throne fight, we got a cat charm amulet, which is really nice. Gives this guy super high defense. I don't know if this applies to the mount. It looks like it does. So that's cool. This province is super good. This province is super good. We have a ton in our treasury. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and slam down some more temples. And if we're not, we'll check. We might already be past 5 temples. If we're not, we're about to be. Okay, we just are at 5. So our Dom strength has gone up to 7. That means it's going to be a bit easier to recruit more of these guys. I don't think we're ever going to be able... We don't have enough recruitment points. Yeah, we're never going to be able to get an extra one. But you can see we're no longer... It's no longer like we have to turn off a knight production because we're getting a sacred mage. So that's good for us. I think we're going to patrol here. This guy can research. We're at 7 candles. So this is 7 researchers. So this place can't take anymore. We're at 4 candles here, so we can take quite a few more researchers. And then presumably we need to build a lab. Where's my auto site search guy? Or gal? Okay, she's up here. So she's going to be site searching this, and we're actually going to turn her off auto site search because I don't want her to accidentally go to the same province. We're going to send a crone up this way so that we can go ahead and make a lab because we're going to need a new lab to send some of our monks to. And we're going to go ahead and claim this Throne of Ascension and hope that the ill winter gods don't do me too dirty with the misfortune luck. Yeah, there's not a ton to do right here. Let's go ahead and knock this up to 11. We can go ahead and do a temple. I mean, hell, we can actually go ahead and do a... Wait, where did I knock up to 11? Yeah, okay. Now we can actually go ahead and make a palisade as well. So we're not going to be fighting Pangaea at this exact moment, but this looks good to me. Let's take a look at research. We haven't looked at that in a while. We have Conjuration 3, so that's another thing we could think about doing is summoning these. We have 34 glamour gems. So we could summon quite a few. I think we're going to do that. So obviously we can do that with any of our crones. We could also do it with glamour randoms of the Mothers of Avalon. I think we're just going to do it with this crone here. So we're going to get a big pile of them. Hopefully they'll help. I don't really want them on the front line. The way I think about these guys is for our big army, I want to have like a line of the knights at the front. I want to have a ton of these archers here. And then I want to have the Q-Sheed holding up the flanks. And basically anything that breaks around the side of my knights, if anything does, or if my knights like miss stuff, these guys are going to clean it up before it gets to the archers. That's how I'm thinking about it. Whether that works well or not, who knows. But in terms of research, yeah, we're going to get all 3 going down enchantment. I think this is fine. I think we're going to do an enchantment rush. I'm not sure if that's the best way to play, but it's the way we're going to. For PD, we've got some everywhere. I think that's it for this turn. Not a lot going on, and I'm fine taking a couple turns for peace, especially since we're still expanding underground, which is going to be real nice for us. The other nice thing about going this way is it's going to be really easy to come back and backfill in this direction. So, yeah, we're going to get this. We'll probably take this too if we can. And then we'll come back and backfill these with this army. Yeah. So we'll see you on the next turn. All right, we got a new turn. We've claimed the throne, and we found 2 sites. Gorges of Echoes. All right, so it's 2 glamour gems. We found a sneaker, and we have a battle here. This is versus the Zots. Should be very easy. Should be very easy. Who's this? And our monks are getting all the, like, dude, look at the Hall of Fame. It must be just all us in the Hall of Fame. Where is it? Yeah, we are fucking ruining the Hall of Fame. Bakemono. Man, this place goes on forever. Holy crap. We won't be able to get this, but I mean, just getting this is going to secure us also the womb. I don't have any issues at all about... go ahead and do double line again. I don't have any issues at all. I mean, these guys are paying their wages. If it delays our war against Pangaea, that's fine too. I kind of want for fighting Pangaea to have like a big longbow group. And like, look how many longbowmen we're getting here. It's pretty sick. The Knights of Man, let's look at these. I probably talked about them in the national overview, which is going to be redundant now because things I see, and if we, basically I'm going to record that overview in the future. So, I mean, that's a really solid heavy cav, just looking at their stats. Good defense, good attack, good protection. The Destrias have very nice protection, but very low defense. Compared to the Knights of Avalon, they're 12 defense. These guys are 8. So they're going to be taking a lot of hits. Things like crossbows and stuff are going to fuck these guys up. Probably still worth it. It's probably still, like, I would probably rather make this than this. I think. Would I? 9 encumbrance versus 8. 16 defense versus 14. 12 attack versus 11. You also get a lance. 2 more protection. But then if your horse dies, I don't know. Maybe these guys are better. With buffs, it's hard to tell. I mean, the thing is, horses are also a liability in the late game, too, because of MR. I think there's a special spell that maybe makes that less bad, but... yeah, anyway. Not a decision we have to make now, because we are going to be slamming longbowmen. And I believe... do we want to make bards? We'd maybe seduce the dryads. That would be sick. Payback for all those times Pan, has seduced people. Probably men of all shapes, forms, and ages. Let's see. Let me make that. I think we're going to make the Daughters of Avalon. These are kind of the bread and butter of our nation. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to a fort. Still at 3 candles. 4 candles. Okay. We got 4 people researching, so this place is now tapped out for the moment. And we don't have higher mages, like priests we can get. We don't have like a Holy 2 or a Holy 3, which would be helpful for kind of controlling our dominion a bit more. And yeah, these guys, we're going to have them walk over here because we're going to go build a lab. We're going to have this person come over this way. Oh, no, let's do the... yeah, we'll have them move here. This a bit. I'll go ahead and do the turn and we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, so I think I finished this turn here. Yeah, not too much to report. Basically, we are... I want to make a fort here, but we're running low on gold. We're probably a little bit over infrastructured right now. Maybe not once we get all this underground stuff. But for now, we don't really have enough income, I think, to support production in all these forts that we're making. We're making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we want to make. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So anyway, let's hit intern and see what happens. Okay. So here we go, new turn. This is us taking out these, I think, was it Bakemono? Sure looks like Bakemono. All right, let's get him, boys. Yeah, we take out the Oni really well, too, because of the magic alicorn attack. Got him. All right. Oh, man, it's not letting... I wonder if that exists. It's not letting us bully these guys. I mean, maybe we go kill Machaka. we would just run over these guys. Here are the Kyushi. So they have a bite. They have okay attack, okay defense. They're stealthy, which is kind of cool. They have iron vulnerability, which sucks. And our bless is not amazing, right? Like it. It's going to give like these aren't really crazy stats. Heroism's kind of cool. Awareness is kind of cool. Blood surge is kind of cool. They're not going to be crazy good. That's why they're really like a support thing in Siege Chaff. I think as Siege Chaff, they're probably not even that great. Yeah, 2.3. But still, it's pretty good. I mean, we're getting the efficiency of these guys is pretty crazy. For 5 gems, we're getting 10, so it's half a gem per. So I think that works out. We could potentially look at casting Mother Oak. I'm actually leaning towards that now, but we would need a nature. We'd need one more nature path, which means we have to run. Is it worth it? I think it might be worth it. Let's see if we can pick up a Thistle Mace at Construction 5, then come back and get Alt 5, and then we'll go Enchantment. Okay. Preach. And here we want to go ahead and make a lab. Yeah, we're not going to be able to research if we can't preach. Here we've preached a good bit, so we're going to go ahead and research. And we built our temple, which was the reason we moved this crone over here. So we're going to go ahead and have her site search. And we'll put her back on this one on auto site search. Palisade 1 turn away from coming up. We're building a lab here. We got 600 gold left. Yeah, we'll see. Oh man, this is a big cave system. Damn. Let's go and take out these. We should be fine against. They're going to have sticks and stones. It might be worth backing up now our priests to reduce the chance they get yoinked by that. We'll move these guys forward a tiny bit, but this should be fine. And what are we doing here? We got 4 candles with 4 researchers. We've got 3 candles here with 3 researchers. So there's no spot for this guy to go. 2 candles here with 2 researchers. And we're going to have a lab here soon. And hopefully we have a candle. I think we're going to go here. Or at least we can help preach this up to 3. Have this guy come here. Basically, they're either going to be preaching or researching, depending on how much research how many candles we have. And here we're going to go ahead and pick up the Ligurian Wise Men. Okay, so I think that's it. We're starting to get a pretty big retinue of guys in our cap. Which combined with our profits coming over here, I think we're ready. This army that we're building up here, by the way, is going to be able to kill Pangea or Machaka. And like if you look at these guys in a line formation, we're not yet to the point where we can make a line across the screen, but we're getting reasonably close. We probably are also going to want. I think I'm going to move these guys. Can they make it? Okay, sweet. We're going to move this guy down here. We're going to pick up a batch of these archers and start running them over this way as well. Hopefully, oh god, we sent the thing to Machaka. Let's keep harassing them because I need a decision from them. And if they don't accept, then we'll send the next round of decisions. We'll send to Pan and to Machaka. And then whoever, if we get an acceptance from both of them, we're going to declare war on Pangea. But we're going to have to wait for it to tick down, so we won't get to surprise them or anything. Okay, and I think that's it for this turn. Oh, no, we got to turn on this. Two months on the fort. Okay, I think things are looking pretty good. Let's see what happens. All right, we got a new turn, and it looks like we have found some magic sites. We got an elusive lights and a thunder oak. So it's a fire and an air. I feel like this should probably be a glamour site. Maybe glamour fire and a thunder oak and a wolf oak here. So cool. Otherwise, just a battle here where we mop up a bunch of these. Some of you like watching chaff. Oh my god, this cave is huge. And Map Nuke's not supposed to do caves this big. I mean, this thing is enormous. Look at this. Like a whole nother realm. All right, let's get it. Get it, get it, get it. Let's get all this. I want all of it. Okay, so this is the Bat Province, and the reason we're excited about this is Camazotz. So let's go ahead and build a lab. We'll go ahead and get this up to 10, maybe. I don't want my Camazotz to get killed. And let's come here and make sure all these are at 6. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the micro for the turn, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so I think I got this turn mostly done. Machaka is building up a ton of troops on their border. It could be they're going for this throne. That's kind of what I'm suspecting. But they're the ones who have not non-aggression pact me yet. We have a lot of these guys. We're going to move. I think I'm going to leave. No, I think we're going to move all these guys up here. So we're going to start preparing kind of like a monster army. And then, yeah, we're going to come down and kill either Pan or Machaka. Yeah, we're not getting super lucky with the crones, by the way. I mean, we're nice to have this nature 4, but not really getting the great ones for site searching. I think we might have another... I know I had to queue up some more mages to get research, to get produced. I had that ticked off in a couple provinces. This one, actually, we can. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Ligurian Wise Men. And, yeah, I think that's basically it. I think we have most of the things done. Oh, this one, no, we should make more longbowmen here. God, look how many we're making. It's like 12 from each of these provinces. And then this is about to come online. Man, we can turn this one on, too. Oh, man, we're going to be making so many. That's really good. Because I want to have like 300 or 400. 200 or 300 at least. And then we'll be doing all sorts of cool shit with them. Our research is not horrible. Turn 18, we're at 101. It's not good. I think research in general in 6 is slower for a lot of nations because forts take longer to come up. So it's like slower getting going. We're definitely in that camp. I don't know if us making temples early is like helped or hurt our research because it also hurt our fort timing. But we got some of the monks. We've also been prioritizing site searching a bit. Our glamour income's at 4, so even making these Q-Shi, we're not really spending glamour. Like we're spending 5 glamour a turn, but we're getting 4. So, anyway, let's see what this next turn brings. All right, got another turn. Machaka does not want to do this with us. They're not going to be bullied. I think we have to go kill them. All right, let's send an envoy to both of them now. And if they both come back, then I'll actually send one also here to Vanheim. But if they both come back peace, we'll immediately end our non-aggression pact, or shortly end our non-aggression pact with one of them. But the thing is, I don't want to... You might as well just do it at once. If we sent one this turn and the other one next turn... by next turn, we wouldn't have the answer back from the first one. So, okay, working on combining this army together. We've got 2 candles here now, so we've got 2 people researching. We've got 2 people preaching and our prophet, so hopefully that ticks up here shortly. Our Dominion is... Let's take a look at Dominion. Okay, we're top of the pack, but not by much. Provinces we're still doing pretty well. 3 candles here, so we've got 3 people researching, 2 people preaching. But with 3 candles, you can't preach anymore, so that's a waste. We could have people preaching here, but we could also have people researching here shortly. So we're going to build a lab, and we're going to take these 2 guys who are preaching and move them up here, and then they'll be able to research or preach in this fort. And we'll have this guy move over here. I'll go ahead and do the rest of the turn here. Okay, in this fort here, we're actually able to fit a few more of the longbowmen. I'm just showing you that. We're also able to start Zot recruitment here. So this is going to be really nice. We're going to start site searching some death. You can see we haven't even gotten, like, via events or anything, any death. So we'll get that. We had our one battle here, by the way, where we lost. Cynocephalians are really good, so we actually lost a knight here. It looks like we might have even lost two. No, we just lost one. So, that's a bit of a zinger. So we've got this. What I want to do is sweep here, and then we'll have cornered off all the entrances to this, and it's going to lock this area for us. So, and the Bakamona are also going to be really easy. So that's nice. Let's make sure we're at 1 PD everywhere as well. Okay. So that's pretty good. Cynocephalians are also sick. They can give us death access and astral access. These are things we lack. So I think we're going to beeline over here. I mean, it'd be nice to site... No, we're just going to beeline over here. We'll site search this stuff with a proper glamour mage shortly, but... yeah. I don't think that's something we want to slow down in getting these shamans, because we want to get the shamans and start doing, which actually is probably going to go back to our research priorities. I really want to get, we have the income from the Throne of Misfortune. We can use that to do arcane probing and really start spamming out some of this stuff early. So I'm actually thinking we actually scrap all this. Well, there's no point even finishing construction 2. We're going to do evocation 3, then construction 5, then enchantment. Oh no, then alt 5. Then we're going to go up enchantment. So you can see our research is changing all the time in terms of what we think is important. I also want to get more of these priests underground, just because I want to get some temples built in there and some of our dominion spread. And no time like the present to do that. So we'll be working on that. We're building a lab here. We've got 300 gold left. We don't have enough money to upgrade any of these forts. And we are just hitting the longbow button really, really hard, which is great. We also probably need some more commanders. So we probably... How many turns until this is done? Next turn, we'll probably squeak out one of these guys. Just so I have another commander to move troops around with. But I think that's it. So let's go ahead and see. Actually, we're at 40 minutes. So let's go ahead and end this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.